Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the recap of Explosive Pro Wrestling's Goldrush 2015. It was a huge show, 3 main events, and a bunch of other matches that could have been a main event on any other night as well. Speaking of which, the opening matchup was between Marcus Pitt and the Messiah Davis Storm. Like I said, could have been a main event on any other card. These guys started off the show with a bang. Let's take a look. Could only be one winner, and that winner was Marcus Pitt, who continues his winning streak. Next up, we had Damien Slater, who set out an open challenge to anyone in Western Australia, and that challenge was met by a young boy by the name of Hayden. Nonetheless, they had a bit of a match. Have a look. And then just when Damien Slater was well full of himself, then we heard the music and saw the entrance of none other than a smashing machine, Chris Byers. He answered the open challenge and took it to the South Australian. After Chris Byers hitting all of his signature maneuvers, he had a submission hold locked in on Damien Slater. He flipped it over into a pinning predicament and got the 1-2-3 victory. We then saw a 6-man tag team matchup between Team Dan versus Team Don. It was the Don Michael Leone teaming up with Jay Taylor and the Outlaw Billy Williams up against Dan Moore, Jared Slate, and Hayden Zenner. As the match got going, Hayden Zenner got into the matchup and he was on fire. Then as it progressed, he was getting a bit too cocky for his own good. He even refused to tag and ended up getting himself rolled up and pinned, losing the match for Team Dan. We then had the no disqualification grudge match between the former tag team known as the Dropkicks. It was the real life risky business Leo Pratt up against the big rig Scotty Ryan, and these guys put everything into this match and used all sorts of weapons. In the end, it was Leo Pratt who got his arm raised in victory. Afterwards, we even saw the two embrace. We thought the Dropkicks would be back together, but no. Scotty Ryan, forever the sore loser, he attacked Leo Pratt, even went at him with a steel chair and severely injured Leo Pratt. Then after half-time, we were in the ring doing the raffle. It was myself, our ring announcer Jones Good, and the plus-size party animal Sam Fantastic when, unbeknownst to all of us, Bobby Marshall made his entrance to the ring. He destroyed Sam Fantastic, even beat up Jones Good. He even turned to me. I got the hell out of there, but then we had our EPW Championship match underway when Alex Kingston went at Bobby Marshall. It was a brutal, hard-fought matchup, but in the end, Alex Kingston proved that he is a fighting champion, and he retained his Explosive Pro Wrestling Championship. We then saw the Warship of the Solution go up with one half of the McKenzie brothers, that's Byron McKenzie, in a match that showed the Solution have only yet begun their reign of terror. And with a devastating spear like that, Warship got the victory and proving yet again that the Solution are going to be very dominant in 2015. Once that match was done, I had the absolute pleasure of announcing the newest arrivals to Explosive Pro Wrestling, the first 2 graduates of the women's division of Explosive Pro Wrestling. One goes by the name of Blair Brady, the other going by the name of Alison Cruz. I made the announcement that at our next event collision course, Blair Brady and Alison Cruz will go one-on-one up against each other. But before the segment was done, Davis Storm got in the ring and announced that Solution have their own women's wrestler. Enter Amity Rowe. We will see all three of these women go at it in a three-way matchup at Collision Course next month. Then it was time for your Goldrush 2015 main event, where the Headhunters defended their tag team titles up against McMassive. As if the match wasn't big enough, if McMassive are not able to beat the Headhunters, they would have to split up forever. No more McMassive and Explosive Pro Wrestling. And this match was about as big as it gets. Attacking the referee, hitting a low blow as well as a title belt shot. When referee Matt Smarkson came to, he counted the 1-2-3 victory for the Headhunters. Then head referee Giles O'Brien came down, let Matt Smarkson know what really went on. We had the match continuing with no disqualification. It was now a fight to the finish. After hitting the McMassacre once again, 1, 2, 3, we have new EPW Tag Team Champions. It's the Moving Man Mountain Mike Massive and the Shoot Fighter Gavin McGavin. It is McMassive, your new Explosive Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And if you thought that show was big, it's only going to get bigger. Our next show is April 11th. But if that's too long to wait for some Explosive Pro Wrestling, you can go to EPW's Vimeo account and you can download or rent some EPW action. But April 11th is our next show. It's Explosive Pro Wrestling's Collision Course. It's going to be humongous, and I want to see you there.